Planets by Gail Gibbons. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Planet. On a clear night when stars shine brightly, you might see what looks like another star, but each night it changes position in the star pattern. It's a planet. The word planet comes from the Greek word meaning wonder. All the planets except Earth are named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. Sun, star, planet. A planet is different from a star. People can see a planet because the sun shines on it. A star shines because it is made up of a burning gas that gives off light and heat. Our sun is a star. Nearly every star is much bigger than the biggest planet. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. In every early times, people know of 6 planets. They were Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Later, 3 more were discovered. There were Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Today, there are 8 planets in our solar system. In 2006, Pluto was this is a dwarf planet. The solar system includes the sun and everything circling around it. Orbit, Earth. Planet Earth is where we live. It's one of the planets that circles the sun. Together they make up the main parts of the solar system. The word solar means connected to the sun. The planet circles around the sun in paths called orbits. The time it takes for a planet to travel around the sun is year. Each planet's year is different. Daytime, rotation, nighttime. Or a planet is orbiting around the sun is moving another way too. It spins or rotates. This time it takes for a planet to rotate it is day. Each planet's day is different. Our planet is rotating. Parts of it faces the sun. It is daytime there. On the other side is nighttime. People can look up on a clear night and might see Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. A planet looks like a steady point of light. A star twinkles. A telescope is needed to see Uranus, Neptune, and the dwarf planet Pluto because they are very far away from planet Earth. Telescopes. Mercury. An atmosphere is a layer of air. Mercury. Mercury is the planet closest to the sun. It is about 36 million miles, 58 million kilometers away from the sun. During the day, it is extremely hot. During the night, it's bitter cold because Mercury doesn't have any atmosphere to keep its heat from escaping. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. It is made up of rocks and metal. 1 year on Mercury is only 88 days. That's how long it takes for Mercury to orbit the sun. Mercury rotates very slowly, so its days are very long. A day on Mercury is 59 Earth days. Venus. Mercury, Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It's usually the brightest object in our sky, other than our Sun and Moon. At sunrise and sunset, it looks like a big bright star. It is bright because Venus has a cloud covers that reflects the sunlight. These clouds are made up of gases. Venus is about 67 million miles, 108 million kilometers away from the Sun. It is hot there. Venus is almost the same size as planet Earth. 1 year on Venus is about 225 Earth days. A day on Venus is about 243 Earth days long. Because Venus rotates very slowly on Venus, a day is longer than a year, and a year is shorter than a day. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It's the only planet known to have just the right environment for plants, animals, and people to live in. Earth is about 93 million miles, 100 million kilometers from the Sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth. A moon orbits a planet. It has no light of its own. It reflects sunlight. Planet Earth has just enough gravity to hold its atmosphere around it. Earth has one moon. Earth orbits the Sun in about 365 days to make an Earth year. It rotates every 24 hours to make an Earth day. Mars. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun, about 142 million miles, 228 million kilometers away. People wonder if there was ever life on Mars. Also, the surface of Mars is dry now. It once had rivers and perhaps even an ocean. In 2012, the Mars Science Laboratory rover Curiosity landed on the Mars to examine the planet's surface and climate. Scientists may still found evidence of life forms. Astronomers believe that Mars looked red because iron on its surface has been washed by the planet's thin atmosphere. It is very cold and is a little more than half the size of planet Earth. Mars has two small moons. 1 year on Mars is about 2 Earth days. A day on Mars is as long as the day on Earth. Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. It's about 448 million miles, 778 million kilometers away. It's huge. It's bigger than all the other planets put together and has a very thin rings around it. Jupiter is mostly made of gases. Some gases form a giant red circle called the Great Red Spot. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Rings are made up of rock, bits of ice, and dust. Great Red Spot. Io. Ganymede. At last, 62 moons orbit around planet Jupiter. One moon, Ganymede, is the biggest moon in the solar system. It's bigger than the planet Mercury. Another moon called Io has many active volcanoes. One Jupiter year is almost 12 Earth years. It has short days, just under 10 Earth hours long. Saturn is the sixth farthest planet from the Sun, about 886 million miles, 1.4 billion kilometers away. It's the second largest planet. Saturn's thousands of rings make it look different from the other planets. The rings are made up of ice and rocks. Some pieces are big as houses. On Saturn, it's extremely cold. Saturn, Titan. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Saturn has at least 60 moons. Titan, its largest moon, is the only moon in the solar system with a dense atmosphere. It takes almost 30 Earth years for Saturn to orbit the Sun. Saturn rotates in about 11 Earth hours. Uranus. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It's about 1.8 billion miles, 2.9 billion kilometers away. It's so far away that from its surface, the Sun will look tiny. Uranus has 11 rings. Uranus is the third biggest planet, about 1/3 of the size of planet Jupiter. At least 27 moons orbit around it. Planets farther from the Sun have longer orbits. It takes more time to travel around the Sun. For Uranus to make one orbit takes about 84 Earth years. Uranus rotates in about 17 Earth hours. Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Neptune is the eighth farthest planet from the Sun. It's about 2.8 billion miles, 4.5 billion kilometers away. Neptune appears to be blue because the gas called methane is in its atmosphere. It's almost the same size as Uranus. Chiron. Inner group 2. One of Neptune's 13 moons, Chiron is about the same size as the planet Earth's moon. The spacecraft Voyager 2 visited Neptune in 1989. One Neptune year is 165 Earth days. Years. Neptune rotates in about 16 Earth hours. Pluto. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. After its discovery in 1930, Pluto was known as the ninth planet in our solar system. Now there are 8 planets. Because of its size and unusual orbit, it has classified a dwarf planet. Sometimes its orbit carries closer to the Sun than Neptune. As its farthest, Pluto is about 4.6 billion miles, 7.4 billion kilometers from the Sun. Pluto is cold. It is smaller than Earth's moon. It has 3 known moons. The largest moon is called Chiron. One year, Pluto is about 248 Earth years long. A day on Pluto is about 6 Earth days long. Chiron. An astronomer is someone who studies stars and planets. Here on planet Earth, astronomers search the skies through telescopes. Spacecrafts are sent into the solar system and beyond in the search of new discoveries. We are always learning about the planets. stars, and what lies beyond. It is fun to search for the night skies for the planets and stars from our planet Earth. More about our planets. The end.